So we're back for our explanation video, and when we were at the canal, we've got our angle right here, 64 degrees. We've got our distance, 100 feet. Should probably want to put feet there that we know. We got our 68 degrees, and these were our three measurements that we got from the canal that we can use to solve our problem. Now, we also have the 48 degrees because, fun fact, all angles in a triangle add up to 180, so we whittled it down and got to 48. So, note, we have, for each of our angles, we've got a uppercase A, B, C, and then for our sides, we have a lowercase a, b, c. That is a very good distinctive to tell the difference between the two, that we don't get confused in the problem. So, it is also important that you keep angle B and side B across from each other, and same with C and A as well. So that way we can figure that out with the trigonometry. So, we have our point A. This is where we threw it. So we threw it from here, and this is where we threw our plane. That's a plane. So now it's time to get into the problem. So we don't need to know side A. We have no reason to know side A. We do not need that. So we can just get that out of here. We do have the information for side B though. We have side B for 100 feet. So we're going to use that. And side C is the side that we want to know. We want to know how far the plane went from where we threw it. So we're going to use that. So we'll plug in our information. So we have 100 feet for our distance for side B, little b, with the sin of 48, which we whittled down using the 180 theorem. Now, C, we're trying to figure out, we can just change that to an x, because that's going to be our end variable that we need to solve for. And sin 68, which is the angle that we found over here after we took our steps. Now, if you were using a calculator, it is good to know that your calculator should not be in radian mode, and it should be in degree mode. You want to make sure it's doing that, otherwise you won't get the correct answer you're looking for. So, we're going to go down here. We still have our 100. We want to plug that into the calculator, and we get 0.7431. We want to do the same over here, x over sin, and we get 0.9272. Now, we're going to do some cross multiplying, and we have 0.7431x equals 100 times that. Gotta move this one over twice, and we have 92.72. So now we're on to the algebra part of it, and we can just divide both sides by 0.7431, and then we will have x solved for. And after dividing that, we end up getting 124.7, but that can be rounded up to 125, so feet. Notice how we were able to use our astrolabe to find our angles over here, and we can use our trigonometry and our laws of sins to figure out a distance from one area to another of a horizontal plane without having to go across the canal and get wet, or drag a rope, or a measuring tape or anything like that. It's crazy how it works.